How are you supposed to order the individual sources that make up the references section of a paper? How do you type the names of the authors for a paper that has 20 authors, or one that has none? Rules for typing author names in the reference section of APA-style papers. It's easy. Let's see how it's done. This video covers the big picture, how to arrange references in the reference list, how to type the names of the authors, and what to do when no author is listed. Other videos in this series show how to type up each part of the reference for a journal article, for a book, for a blog post, or for other common sources. Here are the first few items from the references section of a fictitious paper. They're arranged in alphabetical order according to the last name of the lead author. Here you can see that the lead author of the first reference was named Bianchi. The next was named Bushman, and so forth. When a source doesn't provide the name of the author, the title of the article or book is typically moved to the position where the author's name would normally appear. Here you can see this done with an article in an online newspaper, and with an entry from an encyclopedia. Let's begin by getting acquainted with various parts that make up an APA-style reference. Here's a reference for a fictitious journal article. The APA Publication Manual requires that you provide information that will help readers quickly locate your source. This can get complicated, so another video in this series shows how to present these details. With most references, the first piece of information will be the name of the authors. You should provide those names in the exact order in which they were listed in the document you are citing. For a given reference, you should not rearrange the order of the authors so that the names are in alphabetical order. Provide the last name for each author, followed by the initials for their first and second names. Do not spell out their entire first or middle name. It's okay to list a suffix that's part of an author's actual name, such as junior, but do not list degrees such as PhD, or titles such as professor. APA style has specific conventions for presenting different numbers of authors in a reference, and these rules are the same for articles, books, and other types of references. Here's the reference for an article that has just one author. When there are two authors, the first author's name is followed by a comma, an ampersand, and then the name of the second author. A similar approach is used with references that have 3 to 7 authors. In each case, follow each author's name with a comma, and once again, include an ampersand before the name of the last author. No reference should list more than 7 names. I call this the 7-name limit. If an article has 8 authors or more, list the first 6 authors in the usual way. Follow the name of the 6th author with a comma, a 3-dot ellipse, and then the name of the very last author. Not all articles are authored by a person. Some are authored by an organization or association. Here's a fictitious online article from the National Institutes of Health. The names of the organizations are typically presented in title case, which means that the first letter of each word is capitalized. Notice that the name of the organization is followed by a period, a space, and then the year of publication. Sometimes the organization is the author as well as the publisher of the document. Check the copyright page to see if this is the case. Here's an example in which the American Psychological Association is listed as both author and publisher. Notice that the name of the organization appears at the very beginning of the reference. At the end of the reference, rather than type the name of the organization again, just type the word author. It is seldom appropriate to list the author of a source as anonymous. The APA Publication Manual indicates that this should be done only if the document has actually been signed with the word anonymous, and this doesn't happen much. In those rare instances, use this format. There are a lot of things to worry about when you're working on your references section. My book on APA style shows how to type up 30 different types of references, everything from chapters in edited books to entries in Wikipedia, and it has tons of examples. You'll find more information and links below this video.